What's the story? What am I going to read? What's the story? What am I going to read? Maybe I'll sing and dance, so I promise that I won't dance. But what's the story? We'll find out together. We'll find out right now. Hello there, and welcome to What's the Story with Mr. H. That's me. Well, here we are for another episode. We've got a great story to share, but before we get to that, as always, I want to thank all of you out there for all you're doing, watching the videos, liking the videos, subscribing to the channels, sharing those videos with your friends and family members who love stories too. Keep up the great work. Parents, as always, keep those pictures coming of your kids watching the show or the videos of them singing the songs or doing some fun stuff. I've got some great stuff coming up to share with you in our shout out segment. As always, parents, if you have anything to send me or if you have any questions for me, you can always reach out to me via email right here, or you can follow me on Twitter right here. That's a great place to go to find links to the videos that are easy to share. Now, speaking of our shout out, our viewer shout out for today goes out to the McCarty family. Take a look at this picture. Here they are all huddled up together watching the show. How cool is that? Thank you so much, McCarty family. You are today's viewer shout out. Okay, well, on to today's story. Let's get right to it. It's a fun one. It is called Goodnight, iPad by Ann Droyd.
In the bright, buzzing room, there was an iPad and a kid playing Doom and a screensaver of a bird launching over the moon. There were 3 little nooks with 10,000 books and a huge LCD Wi-Fi HD TV with Bose 5.1, 6 remotes, and 3D. And a BlackBerry ringing with Eminem singing, and a new Facebook friend and texts with no end. And a viral clip of a cat doing flips. And the bings, bongs, and beeps of emails and tweets. And a fed-up old woman who was trying to sleep. Good night, iPad. Good night, Doom. Good night, bird launching over the moon. Good night, Nooks and digital books. Good night, Eminem. Good night, Facebook friend. Good night, LOLs. Good night, MP3s. Good night, LCD, Wi-Fi, HD, TV. Good night, remotes and Netflix streams, Android's apps and glowing screens. Good night, plugs and power lights that guide us to pee in the darkness of night. Good night, buzzing. Good night, beeps. Good night, everybody who should be asleep. Good night, pop stars. Good night, MacBook Air. Good night, gadgets everywhere.
Goodnight, iPad by Ann Droyd. What'd you think? Boys and girls, if you're familiar with the story Goodnight Moon, then you recognize almost every page in that book. The author did such a great job taking that book and twisting it and making it something new for today's generation. Boy, oh boy, with all of the distance learning going on, with all of the e-learning going on, computers and iPads and phones are taking over our lives. And sometimes it's good to have a reminder that we need to disconnect a little bit from those devices. And remember, we have great things like books and the outdoors and other things to be creative with and to play with. And it's not just all about technology. Now, I'm certainly thankful that you have technology so that you can watch this show. However, don't spend all your day watching this show. Go outside and play, or sit down at the table and be creative. All right, with that, we are ready to wrap up today's episode, and we are going to do that with our goodbye song. As always, if you know it, I want you to sing along with it. And if you don't know it, go ahead and learn it today. Come back tomorrow and sing along with us then. Goes like this. Be kind in all you do and say. Be creative in how you learn and play. Be the best Y-O-U that Y-O-U can do. And have a great day. Yeah, yeah. Have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time.